Welcome to Commander Tune-Ups. Today we're doing a Momir Simic Visionary deck type for our patron, Shane.
We're going to show you how to always top deck a creature.
I'm your host, Joe Cherries.
I'm your host, Beezy, and that makes us the Nitpicking Nerds. If you enjoy two men in a gravy boat making Commander content, I think you should subscribe.
Yes, and besides, you want to be subscribed to this channel because I didn't really subscribe beforehand, so I'm just making this up at the top of my head. Disclaimer guy here. We were going to do another take, but we decided not to because we were being lazy. And what could be better than that?
You didn't read the subscriber?
Disclaimer. I didn't even... I just had to go...
Proof you didn't read it, because it does say disclaimer.
It does.
Colon. Yeah, okay. What is Commander Tune-Ups?
Commander Tune-Ups, we take your user-submitted decks and under your restrictions, budget, basically any restriction you have for the deck, no infinite combos, blah, 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 and we tune it up using that budget.
So there was no restriction for this one? He didn't really say anything? He did say it was a stompy deck, so I avoided combos, because that felt pretty intuitive to me. It can't be a stompy deck if you're just going to combo somebody.
Okay, yep. Was there any budget?
Nope, but the overall cards we added came to $50.
Wow, that's pretty cheap. We kept that budget low.
Oh, yeah. There's like 20 changes.
So what are we doing? Why don't we read Momir Vig so we can find out what this duck wants to do?
What this duck wants to do?
Duck.
I don't know what's wrong with you.
I'm completely broken. A gravy boat is distracting me from doing my job.
There is no such thing as a second take. 3, blue, green for a 2/2. Whenever you cast a green creature spell, you search for a creature card, put it on top of your library. Whenever you cast a blue creature card, you reveal the top card of your library. If it's a creature, it goes in your hand. So if you cast a blue-green, you can stack them how you want, put any creature on top, and then draw it. So demonic tutors for creatures, basically.
Yes, so you can go get anything you want, get it, put it in your hand, and pretty much you could go off with this deck, but we're not trying to do that here.
This card is insane, but it's also a 5-mana 2/2. So we'll have to figure some ways around like how to not get Momir Vig killed and then lose.
Well, that would feel bad. But I mean, we just have good stuff. Like this deck just has strong stuff in it.
Yeah, this is a Simic deck. 2 of the best colors in Commander. We'll be okay.
Okay,
so the first category is going big.
We're going to go...
What actually stomps them?
Well, there's like a bajillion things that could possibly stomp them. But let's start with the first one. We have Terrastodon, which is is it 8 or 9 mana?
8 mana.
That's what I thought. 8. I always get confused because it's like everything else adds to 9.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, so it's an 8 mana 9/9. When it enters the battlefield, destroy 3 non-creature permanents, and the controller of those permanents get 3/3 elephants.
3/3 elephants don't matter, especially because you have a 9/9. If anything, it's great because they can attack other people. Also, you can, if you really want, and you have stuff that doesn't matter, you can just make, makes 15 power if you want to destroy your own things.
Yeah, it's just a great removal spell when you're going
so
big in a
good.
deck.
We have ways to recast all these things, too.
I'm guessing in a blue deck, we have at least 1 or 2 ways to flicker it. Perhaps.
Maybe.
I figured. Maybe. Who would have guessed that?
Yes. And the next one is a 1-mana spell. The mono green Stompy. Hex Drinker. It's green for a 2/1. We've definitely never talked about this thing before. You can level it up for 1. Levels 3 to 7, it's a 4/4 with protection from instants. And then level 8 and up is a 6/6 with protection from everything.
It's on like 3 cards in Magic.
Oh, to protection, progenitus, and this?
Yeah, I think that's the only ones.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter either way.
There might be more, but who cares?
This is the one in the deck. This card I've never played it before. We're going to make a bunch of mana. So it seems all right. I don't know.
You've played it in not EDH?
Yeah, I've played it in Modern. It was good in Modern.
Yeah, I was just saying, you have played
It's designed for Modern, but I think it could be good in Commander. It's unblockable. This is a very, Timmy, big stuff deck. Is Timmy combo or is Johnny? Johnny's combo.
Johnny combo player.
Timmy is big stuff. Yeah, this is a Timmy card.
Next we have Nyx Bloom Ancient, which is...
Timmy, what?
What'd you say about Timmy?
I don't know.
4 green for a 7/7. Whenever something makes 1 mana, instead makes triple that mana.
No, if you tap a permanent for mana, it produces 3 times.
Okay, that's a tap.
If you sack a gold for mana, you only get 1. But if you sack a treasure for mana, you get 3.
That's true. That is an actual interaction.
Intuitive design. Love those gold tokens.
Yeah, it's an actual weird thing that is true. Gold does not do it, but...
I think treasure should not tap.
Why?
Because that's just there's more weird interactions with treasure having to tap than there are with gold not having to tap.
Like if somehow if all artifacts.
Blind obedience, then you have to keep track of which treasures are tapped and untapped. It's so stupid.
Yeah, that's true. I guess, yeah, that's just annoying to
Like
keep track of.
Manglehorn, treasures are tapped. Okay.
What about Timmy Carrots? Vorinclex, Voice of Hunger is next.
Yeah. So he's 8 mana for a 7/6 with trample. Your lands produce double, and their lands effectively produce half because when they tap them for mana, they don't untap during the next untap step. This card is a beating. If you can't kill it, you're just going to win.
This card's annoying.
This is one of the, like, don't answer it, you lose.
This is one of the most hated Timmy Carrots. Everyone hates this card.
Everyone hates it. It's banned in a lot of, like, house rules tables. A lot of playgroups ban this.
No, it's a very, casually hated card. But apparently, did we add it or did he already have it in?
It was already in there. These 3 were already in the 3 mana doublers. Regal Behemoth is the next one. You love this card. It's 4 green for a 5/5. When it ETBs, you become the monarch, and if you tap a land while you're the monarch, it produces double.
I think this card's just good.
No, this card's really good. I come around to it. It's trample too, right? Or no?
I believe it does.
It might have trample, and that's fine. It's going to help you get the monarch back. It's at least a 5/5.
Yeah, and
it replaces itself. So
I'm a huge fan of this card.
Yeah, I like it. I mean, these 3 cards I would keep in mind because at any given moment, same with Terrasson, at any given moment, we can tutor them to the top of our deck with our commander out.
Yeah. CD Unwritten. Oh my god. 4 green for a sorcery. Look at the top 8 cards of your library. You may put 1 creature from among them onto the battlefield, and the rest on the bottom in a random order or in any order. I don't know. Was this before? Was this after? I don't know.
Does it matter? No.
No. Ferocious, which means if the power of your creatures adds up to 4 or greater.
No. Ferocious if you have 1 creature of power 4 or greater. Formidable is if you have 8 or greater total.
Obviously. So if you have 1 creature with power 4 or greater, then you can take 2 of those creatures.
Seems likely that we're going to get 2 of those creatures. Or we're not going to cast the spell.
Or
we're desperate. No. The next one that I like is Altered Ego. X2 green/blue for a 0/0. It can't be countered, and it enters with X +1/+1 counters, but it's a clone.
It's just a clone. It's a clone that you can make bigger, as big as you want, or as small as you want, or just clone.
So if X is 1, you get a 5 mana, strictly better version of whatever you want.
Strictly better.
That can't be countered also. I think this card's great. I love the art. I love the flavor. I don't like most clone arts, but I like this clone art.
What about Stunt Double? I love Stunt Double.
I don't know. See, here's the problem with most clone arts. It's just the same thing twice. This is at least like it's altered, and it's her, and it's like she's insane. She's coming at from I don't even know where she's coming from. I love this card.
I guess
it's like that. Yeah.
Yeah, just like that.
What's the last one in this category?
The Great Hunt just costs 7 green for a legendary artifact. It costs X less, where X is the greatest power among creatures you control, so it costs green. It taps for green, and you gain 2 life. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, it enters with an extra +1/+1 counter, and you draw a card.
This card says a million things. It's fantastic. How would you describe the fact that it gains you 2 life?
I get to use it because it's gravy. I finally get to use the gravy.
Our patron money, hard at work, folks.
It's gravy.
This isn't QVC. Put it back.
I wanted to do like Price is Right. Like someone's talking about it while I do this.
Here comes Stephanie with the gravy boat.
How much do you think that gravy boat is? Now I've been watching this a long time, Bob. So I know that gravy boat is $13.99.
No, that's not what it was.
I'm not going to tell them what it is.
No,
that's why I made up a number.
Good idea. Well, they now have information about the price of that.
They know it doesn't cost $13.
Okay, they have to adjust for inflation though because we bought it 2 days ago. The next category, jokes aside, is the top card matters. Because Momir Vig dictates what the top card is. So we have a bunch of stuff that's going to let us cast top card for free, cheat out the top card, do some little stuff going on. Okay, the first one is Thicket Elemental, which is 3 green for a 3/5 elemental. It is kicker for 1 and a green. So when it enters the battlefield, if you kicked it, which please kick it, otherwise it's a vanilla 3/5, you reveal cards from the top of your library until you hit a creature, and then you just put it into play.
That's pretty good.
So if this is encountered, whatever you get on top, whatever you've previously tutored for, just goes into play and they can't stop it.
Pretty sweet.
Which is amazing because it can be anything. You play Momir Vig, you play some 1 or 2 drop, then you play this on 7. Oh, here's a Vorinclex. Oh, Terrasson.
Obviously.
Plus you just get a 3/5 bonus.
It's pretty.
This card's amazing.
Yeah, pretty.
What's
good.
the next one?
We have Genesis Hydra.
It's very similar.
So it costs X green.
X green green? Genesis Wave costs X green green green.
How could I
Stop
ever
getting two things that are almost identical confused.
X green green for a 0/0 Hydra that enters with X counters. When you cast it, you look at the top X cards of your library. You can take a permanent,
A non-land permanent.
non-land permanent from among them, and put it on the battlefield if X is less. If its converted mana cost is less than X.
Yeah. Card's great because this is an actual uncounterable threat off the top.
Yeah.
Because when you cast this, I don't really care if this resolves or not. I want to cheat something out.
You also got a big dummy to go with it.
It's just like I'll just have a 7/7, and then I get whatever.
Do you know what the 7/7 body is? It's gravy.
It's gravy.
Because you can put it on your site, so
'cause
next
then
gravy.
then you can. I was gonna say then you can stop doing that, and I can only do it when it's necessary.
That was necessary.
That was necessary. All right, I'll read the next one because you don't know what it does. It's Vivian's Arcbow. It's 1 and a green for a legendary artifact. You pay X and tap it and discard a card. Look at the top X cards, and then you can throw, just like Genesis Hydra, same way, throw a creature with mana cost like that. Mana cost less than or equal to X. Not like that. Doesn't say like that. And just put it into play.
I magic card that says like that. Do something like that.
Something like that. I don't know.
Deal 3 damage to it or something like that.
Yeah, at least 3.
Shardless Agent.
Well, hold on. Vivian's Arcbow lets you, the fact that it lets you flash them in, that's pretty huge.
Yeah, I agree. I was just thinking
I wanted to add that it's instant speed.
I thought that people just knew why the card was good when we read it.
It's just another way to cheat something off the top. We got plenty more to go.
That's fair. Shardless Agent is 1 green blue for a 2/2, but it has Cascade. So you can get something small with this one. You tutor it up, put it on top, get something small. And blah, blah, blah.
You get to guaranteed play something else for free. This is guaranteed 5 mana for 3 mana.
Yes.
Plus, when you cast the next thing, you just get to use Momir Vig to tutor again. This card is so good. I was looking for more Cascades in blue and green. There's none.
There's none?
Actual 0. This is the
Really?
this is the only one. I wasn't thinking of Cascade being so limited.
I didn't realize that was so few.
Yeah, there's a couple blue-black ones. There's like red-blue, Teamer, red-green, but I guess there's no blue-green.
Okay. I had no clue. Like, if you had told me there was only 1 green-blue Cascade card, I would have been surprised. And I am.
There's not even like a mono-green or a mono-blue. It's just only green-blue.
Okay, fair enough.
Has Cascade ever been on a monocolored card? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I'm going to say no.
Okay.
Because it's not like there's a red or white cards running around with Cascade. And we know there's no blue or green ones. All right, the next one is Nylea, Keen-Eyed. She's 3 and a green for a 5/6. 3 and a green for a 5/6. Legendary enchantment creature god. Indestructible. Devotion of 5, not a creature, etc. Your creatures cost 1 less to cast. That's the main thing. And then you pay 2 and a green. Reveal the top card of your library.
If the creature, put it into your hand. Otherwise, you can choose to put it in the graveyard back on top.
Thank you. I don't know why you finished that for me, but I actually needed you to. I just like my brain stopped working.
Yeah, you stopped. And
I don't know what happened.
I just happened to know what that part did because I played against it enough in Limited.
We've played a lot of Limited. I've played against Nylea enough. A mythic rare.
I know. That card's really good.
It's really good. All right. Rashmi is probably the best creature in this deck. I'm going to say this is just the Gourmet Bagel.
Ooh, Rashmi.
Because it does exactly everything this deck wants to do. She is 2 blue-green for a 2/3. Whenever you cast a spell for the first time in each turn, you reveal the top card of your library. If it's cheaper than the spell you cast, you can just cast it for free. Otherwise, you can put it in your hand.
Okay, this is great with Momir Vig because, like, if you just cast is it green creatures that tutor, right?
Yeah, green creatures.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So if you cast a just green creature, you can stack these triggers correctly. So you just go put anything that costs less than it on top. Like, so you're gonna get something. Say if you're casting a 7-drop, you're just gonna put a 6-drop on top
For free.
and then cast it every time.
Oh, I'll cast Vorinclex. Well, that comes with a free Nyxbloom Ancient.
Obviously,
So your mana is out of control. You have like 2 lands, you're getting like 10 or something. I don't know what's going
give me
on.
55 mana. Vizier Menagerie is a 3/4 for 3 and a green. You can look at the top card of your library at any time. If it's a creature spell, you can cast it and you can spend mana as though it were mana of any color.
Yeah, to cast creatures in general. The one thing you can do with this card to get extra like irking people value is respond to everything by looking at the top card of your library because it doesn't use the stack, and I don't even know if it's a game action. I don't know what it is, but you can just do it whenever you want, as many times as you want.
Yeah, it's just like, yep, okay.
It's good to have the information. This card is fine. I've actually never put this in a commander deck before. It seems all right in this one. I maybe wouldn't play it in my Momir Vig deck, but I think I'm just going to try it out. It's already in here, and I'm not going to cut it. but I also wouldn't add it. So take that with whatever amount of salt you want.
What were you saying? Okay. This is a tough card.
Oh, he's already getting value. You can too if you subscribe. Selvala Stampede is the next card, and Joe knows what that card does.
Selvala Stampede is a great card. It is 4 green. Sorcery. Each player votes wild or free. For each free vote, you put a permanent from your hand onto the battlefield without paying its mana cost. Well, I guess you just put it from your hand on the battlefield. Obviously, you don't pay mana cost for that.
That's given.
Or the other one is you flip from the top of your library for each wild vote until you hit a creature. Those creatures are put onto the battlefield. This card is really, really good.
This is another card that once it starts going, they can't respond. So don't let them do any of that stuff. They all go. All the creatures have to be in play before anyone else gets priority.
Yes. So
you can float mana if you get a doubler or a tripler or whatever. You get ETB triggers and whatnot.
Yeah,
this card is just amazing. It's a 4-for-1, right?
Yeah.
You're just going to get 4 things out of it. Don't cast it if you have nothing in your hand, because then they vote for free. So if this card does anything, it's amazing.
A thing to note with this card, most of the time the best votes are going to be for hand, which is free.
You vote wild, and everyone else votes free. But you get the guaranteed cheating whatever you know is on top into play.
Yes. The reason that you want to vote for free is because they're getting card advantage for each wild vote, but they're only cheating mana for each.
Yeah, if you vote for wild or the one that goes off the deck, they cheat mana and get a card out of it. But if it's free, they just cheat mana, and you can board wipe or something to get parity back.
Yeah, I mean, not that voting for hand is like, whoa, you got him.
We just broke the card. It's like, no, it's designed. They're gonna still cheat a bunch of stuff out.
Yeah, sometimes they still go like Vaughn Clack's mana triple. It's like, well, sorry, nothing I can really do about that.
Yeah. The last one here, I added this. This is like the jankiest, cutest thing in the world. It's Voidstalker, Battlebox favorite. It's 1 and a blue for a 2/1. Does not have flying, let me tell you right now. But it looks like it does because it's a flying jellyfish. You can pay 2 and a blue and tap this to put this on top of your library and target creature on top of its owner's library, and then you both shuffle. But the thing about this is you can just keep getting it back because you have so many creature tutors. So you can go, all right, activate Voidstalker, shuffle away your threat. Gets around indestructible, whatever else, except hexproof, I guess. And then you play a blue-green thing, and then you just draw Voidstalker again, you play it.
That is really silly.
You can lock people out of their commander with that.
Oh yeah, what a jerk.
That's so cool.
I was not expecting that.
Isn't that like the most janky random thing? Well, so the thing is I added Risen Reef to this deck because Risen Reef is a blue-green creature that draws a card, so you definitely want it. And I'm like, well, I want to see if I can get some extra elemental value. Oh, so there's 5 elementals in this deck because Nyxful Matron is one. There's the 6 mana 6/6 Soul of the Harvest that's going to draw a card whenever another creature enters, which is just amazing. And then there's Voidstalker. If this draws you a card and puts a land into play, you're living the dream.
That is living the dream.
Living the dream. Oh, the next category is protecting your stuff. There's living the dream and there's protecting your stuff. Because we're going to have a 5-mana 2/2 in play. He's the most fragile. It's like a little baby. It's like we're protecting a little baby from a nuclear war going on around it.
Yeah.
We can't let Momir die. We have to get at least 2 tutors before I will let him die.
Okay.
Don't you die on me, Momir. What's the first one?
The first one is Arcane Denial, which is, I think I was going to read it, but I think this is in the Nitpicking your Hall of Fame. It's 1 in the blue for counterspell, and then next upkeep, the person you countered draws 2 and you draw 1.
I would say now it's in the Hall of Fame because we haven't read it a ton. But it's very ubiquitous. It's like I think it's the best 2-mana casual counterspell in Commander.
Yes, because obviously Mana Drain is better.
Yeah, Mana Drain, Narset's Reversal. Well, Narset's Reversal, I don't know if I like it better than Arcane Denial. I don't know, whatever. Hard counter, Arcane Denial is great. It's going to just save your guys from whatever.
Yes. Next we have Heroic Intervention, which is 1 in the green. All your permanents gain hexproof and indestructible.
I'm going to give this the Stale Crouton Award for worst card in the deck, just because I hate this card. Because it's $17 for no reason.
Yeah.
The fact that this is not a $3 pseudo bulk rare from Aether Revolt makes me so mad. I didn't add this card to the deck, otherwise our budget wouldn't be $50. Don't add this card to any deck. Wait till it drops to $3 and then buy 2.
This card is not $17 good.
No, it's really not that good. If you have it, you can play it. But honestly, I don't really play this card too much either. I think it's good in this deck though.
I think it's because people compare it to Teferi's Protection. Teferi's Protection's insane.
They both end in TION. So I mean, what more do you need?
Exactly.
Yes, this deck also has Mystical Tutor, and I added Spellseeker, which is by far the most expensive card I added. which Spellseeker tutors all 3 of the things we just mentioned. Mystical Tutor tutors 2 of the things I just mentioned.
I mean,
So, they're fine. That's redundant copies of those really good cards. Crystal Shard is also in this deck. It's 3 mana for an artifact. You pay blue, tap it, and bounce a creature unless they pay 1.
or you can pay 3 and tap it.
You should pay blue.
It can come up though.
Yeah, it might come up that you just only have 3 green.
I mean, maybe you have Nyx Bloom Ancient and only 1 forest untapped. Got there. Ooh, fancy. I like Crystal Shard a lot. I was actually talking about this card with a friend the other day about how stupid it is in a draft format.
Oh, it's so good in draft.
It's just so silly. It's like if you have creatures to bounce, it's just infinite. Your opponent always has to leave up 1 mana, maybe 2 mana.
Their spells cost 1 word cast. If your creatures have ETBs like a Shriekmaw or something, you're just like, all right, respond, bounce it.
Yep, that's actually what he was talking about. He was playing with a Shriekmaw. He bounced the Shriekmaw back to his hand.
I talked to that guy too. What of it?
I didn't know.
Yeah, Crystal Shard, it's really good. It's gonna get people a lot of the time. I've seen this get people just like they don't even see it. They just forget.
Yeah.
But it's there to bounce. It's there to be like deterrence. Like, I could kill Momir, but he's just going to tap Crystal Shard and bounce it. They should anyway, because it's a 5-mana investment, but they might not.
Yeah.
And even if they do, you bounce it and you don't have to pay command attacks.
Yeah. And next we have Mystic Snake and Fro Mystic. These are both blue-green creatures on top of being counter spells.
What if they were counterspell Demonic Tutor? How good is that? How expensive would that card actually be? That'd be like an 8-mana spell. I don't know what that spell would have.
I was just going to go in on it. It costs 1 blue, blue, black.
Yeah, we just staple them together. I mean, that's what these are, though. They're 2/2s and 3/2s that ETB counterspell. They're amazing with Crystal Shard. You can just bully somebody and protect your guys forever. And then they can work on offense and defense, obviously. And if you just need a creature to tutor up another creature, they got your back.
So good. Wow.
These cards are very good. This deck looks pretty nasty. What's the last way?
Temur Sabertooth. He's a 4/3 for 2 green. You can pay 1 in the green to bounce a creature you control to its owner's hand, and it gains indestructible.
Yeah, this thing gains indestructible, so it protects itself and something else.
Yeah, so you can be like, Momir Vig, get back here. And my guy's indestructible.
Yeah, Momir Vig, get down!
Momir!
The tiger just... If this would go infinite, the tiger's just jumping back and forth.
What does the tiger do?
I don't know. It's got tattoos on its body that are like emitting smoke.
What does it do to protect? Like, how does it send people to its hand? And what makes it indestructible?
Well, there's magical runes on it, so it's got to be something like that.
Maybe just like grabs him in the mouth and like chucks him back into the hand.
Fun fact about Momir, this is on flavor because it's a Momir deck. He made these cytoplasts that go on people, which was in the disclaimer that you didn't read. And that was reading it on the lore. It seems like it is very close to Momir Vig just being this, just basically a scientist who just messes with people. Almost like eugenics, kind of, but he wanted to just give them extra traits of other organisms. And the way they described the cytoplasts where they were biomagical. And I'm like, this sounds like something that might just be like, it could just be all biology. And they just had to add magic because Wizards doesn't want to do science in any of their sets.
Biomagical.
Whoa! Whoa!
Have you seen this? This is Biomagic.
Biomagic.
Finally, we're into the last category here. Winning the game.
All good things must come to an end, including the game you're playing with this deck. And you're going to crush somebody because you've got some really strong cards. So this is a stompy deck, which means the main way to win is you just completely bowl over somebody by attacking them to death. But there's also some other ways. Finale of Devastation is X green. You search your library or graveyard for a creature with mana cost X, put it right into play. But if you spent 12 mana total on this, your creatures get +10/+10 and gain trample and haste.
X or less, because it's going to be really weird, because then we'd have to put 10 drops in the deck if it was only X.
Yeah, it is or less. So this is just, it's either a tutor, great, in the early, mid-game. Late game, it's just +10/+10 overrun, plus whatever creature you want.
Yeah, and they
don't get trample. They get +10/+10 haste.
They get haste? Okay, I thought so.
This is amazing. It's just going to end the game. There's also Thassa's Oracle, which I was going to cut, but then I was like, I'm going to draw a lot of cards.
How is this deck?
There's 2 mana doublers and a mana tripler that we have access to every game.
Okay.
I think we're going to be able to get there. Actually, that's the reason I was going to add Omniscience, and I had it in the deck for a while. And then I was like, wait, Exclamation is basically Omniscience. It's so close that I also, it would feel bad to be building around these mana doublers and triplers and then negate them completely. So I thought Omniscience just doesn't really fit. One of those two things got to go, and Omniscience is worse, I think. So Thassa's Oracle is the way to, okay, once you've just, maybe on some crazy combo turn, you just draw everything and do everything, and then play Thassa's Oracle for X equals 14 devotion maybe, and just win. I don't know. Card's great.
That's fair.
Thassa's Oracle, definitely in the Nitpicking Nerds Hall of Fame. It's hyped everywhere. Everyone knows what that card does.
Yeah, it's ruining CEDH.
Maybe. I don't know.
It is.
I thought Flash was ruining CDH.
Also, CEDH is being ruined by multiple things.
Okay. I don't have enough. I don't have my foot deep enough in that door to comment.
Yeah, I'm making offhand comments that could not be true.
But as long as we get views off of them, I don't care.
We know everything. Authority.
Whoa. We're in charge here. The last one I just put board state plus protect it equals win, because that is a true equation.
Yeah, I mean, if you just have Momir Vig for like 3 turns, how are you losing?
If you protect him twice, and then you get to like take 2 more turns, it's just over, right? You play Vorinclex and you protect Vorinclex. There's not much more game to be played.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say, but yeah.
If you get Vorinclex like Crystal Shard Frilled Mystic, which is so easy because 2 of them are creatures and we tutor for creatures on the regular, how are you losing? We have Seaborn Muse and Leyline of Anticipation in here too, which just makes things real brutal.
Wow.
Even if they kill Momir, you can like flash in at the end of their turn anyway.
Yeah, I really like Momir Vig. He's one of the guys we talked about how they made a version of all these where they want you to cast the creatures of both colors.
Yes.
But Momir might be the coolest one. I think
he's the best one.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's that close. We have a ranking commander list you can check to prove us right or wrong on that.
Is there a blue or green creature that costs, or is there like a Simic hybrid for 1?
There probably is.
I'm just curious.
I certainly wasn't going to put it in here. This is a stompy deck.
I was just curious. I just thought it's cute where you get that 1 mana creature tutor.
That is cute.
Like, it's
adorable.
It's adorable. I don't know if there actually is. I know like Dryad Militant exists in green white, so I'm sure there is a.
Yes, because Slippery Bogle is blue-green hybrid.
Yeah, we did it.
Got there.
Slippery Bogle, baby.
Put the Slippery Bogle in the deck. That's the Stale Crouton now. That's now the worst card in the deck. You did this to yourself.
What are some of the cuts that you had? Anything you want to talk about?
Some of the cuts. I cut Impervious Great Worm, I remember. I was not going to cut it for a while. But then I cut it.
What's Impervious Great Worm?
It's a 10 mana 16/16 with Indestructible and Convoke. And it's like, I wish it had Trample. If it had Trample, I'd probably leave it in. But I put in better stompy cards like Diluvian Primordial added. And Terastodon I also added. Like, those cards are ridiculous. Also I switched out. I'm not going to technically say that I changed an extra 16 cards in the deck, but I switched out all the forests and islands for snow-covered forests and snow-covered islands because I added 1 Oran Frostfang, whatever that thing is. The Frostfang, not the Frostfang. That's the 3/6. The 2 mana 1/1 flash Death Touch. ETB draw card as Death Touch if you have 3 snow permanents.
Oh, yeah.
What's that card? Icefang Quaddle?
Icefang Codal.
Icefang Codal, yeah. That's what it is.
Yes.
I added 1 of those. So when you get around to a chain, you got 17 more changes to make all your base 16 to be snow.
We just spent an extra $18 on your deck.
Kind of. I mean, if you had Snowlands laying around, fine. Otherwise, literally that card is just 2 mana 1/1 flash draw card flyer. That's totally acceptable.
Yeah.
The Death Touch is Whoa! I was just going to say, how do I exemplify that Death Touch is just a little bit extra? It's gravy.
That's great.
It's gravy. This is the best purchase I ever made. But to let us make more purchases, I think, you should probably go to patreon.com/user/nitpicking-nerds and we'll buy more stupid stuff to waste your time with and not get to Commander content. What are some other ways they can support the show? How many people are supporting us right now?
45 patrons on Patreon. We love you all as much as we can without making you uncomfortable. We also love our mothers because they're awesome. Special shout outs to them, Tammy and Michelle. They're great.
What are 2 other ways they can support us?
They can support us by going to buymeacoffee.com. Buymeacoffee.com is a digital tip jar where you, in increments of $3, can give us a tip, and we would greatly appreciate any tip you get. We'll shout you out for that. You don't get a little scrolly name like all the patrons, but
just pretend you dropped 12 quarters on the ground. Would you pick up 12 quarters on the ground if you were walking down the street?
Yes.
Maybe. Soft maybe.
hard maybe. If they're 12 quarters and I would pick up a quarter. Like quarters are the only change I would pick up. Like quarters and up.
I was talking to them.
Well, they're gonna pick it up too.
You're not tipping yourself.
I don't care.
Okay, what's the last way that doesn't require them to spend any additional money?
Well, they can go to tcgplayer.com through the link in the description below. That link is to support us. So if you go through that link to whatever, this is for the deck list, you'll see the deck, then you can navigate from there to anywhere, buy whatever you want, and that will help support the channel.
We kickback.
We greatly appreciate it. We've been getting a lot of support.
That helps us a lot. That's like, I thought it was going to be a little something. It's pretty substantial.
Yeah, no.
We're not even that big with subscribers. We got 4,000.
Yeah, no. Thank you guys all very much for all the support in any way that you do it. Even watching this video, love it. We put out this content not to make money, but eventually, if we can, that's the goal.
Full time? Like 5 videos a week? I'm in.
Oh, 5 magic videos.
We did talk about Monday through Friday. 5 magic videos. Saturday, Sunday, utter nonsense.
Utter nonsense where we talk about whatever we want.
Yeah. 2 years from now, I could see that happening.
I could see people liking, I know some people like our nonsensical rants.
No, we just got a nice message on Facebook today about how somebody saw our BattleBox video. And he was like, oh, came for the BattleBox, stayed because you guys are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, oh.
We've been getting some comment. We got, though the meanest comment we got, I was going to use it as a joke for like our names. We were called, it was real mean.
It was one comment, 4 words. Skinny nerd, depression fat. And of course, we know which 2 words apply to which one of us.
Depression fat.
I thought it was so funny.
That was like,
this isn't one of those like, oh, we're doing that thing where you make fun of people who negatively comment on the video. If you want to leave negative criticism, you can. I'm open to all forms of constructed stuff. And I mean, everyone knows what happens when you leave a negative comment for no reason. We just brought it up because it's purely
this is funny.
Fun. It's like, what?
It's like, what? Like, he didn't even bother making a sentence.
No. Like, it's so weird. Like, even somebody left a positive comment where it was like, good commander, like, counter fat or something. I don't know. I would just be like, what? It's so weird.
Great content. Go, guys.
That'd be weird.
Yeah, that would also
we have bots that comment on every video and say something just like that.
Oh yeah, we're getting bots. Oh yeah, there's 2 now.
Let me tell you how many trap channels think we deserve more views.
Yeah, you guys
listen to the trap channels, view it, and then Joe's gonna do a sign off.
No, we're gonna do a tidbit.
Oh, a tidbit. Oh man, it's your turn because I don't want to do it.
Tidbit. It's my niece's birthday party today.
Wow. How are you gonna celebrate?
I'm gonna go over there and have pizza and wings.
Mind invited.
If you came, nobody would be mad and no one would be upset. But I don't think you want to come.
I might go.
Let's go.
I like pizza and wings. We'll figure that out later. But now we're gonna leave.
Peace out, Tribe Scout.